It seems that in many aspects, trading now is kind of easier because the cost of entry are much lower, so you don't have all these commission to pay and everything. But I'm sure people now these days still face the same challenges as before or other challenges. So I'm curious to know your students, what kind of challenges do they face most of the time when they trade?
It's all between the ears. Really, I will go. I'm here in Dubai. I'll be teaching a couple of classes, one probably 50 people, and the other one about 2,000 people. And I always ask the same question. And I get up there and I say, how many people have traded? They all raise their, probably 75% will raise their hand. And then I'll say, would you agree with me that the psychology is the hard part of trading? Their hands always go up. All over the world, it's the same answer. Yes, the psychology is the hard part. Knowledge is easy to get. You don't need a lot of capital. You can open a micro Forex account for $10. So you don't even need capital. Knowledge, read books, go to classes, go online. Knowledge is trivial to get. Um, the hard part is psychology, actually doing it. What happens is, and this is very, very typical, I'll teach at one of my seminars, 2-day seminar. At the end of the 2-day seminar, I've covered psychology, risk management, and entry and exit. And if it's a stock one, I'll even teach how to pick great stocks. Now, if there's 100 people in the room, what percentage will actually trade? It's less than 50%. 60% of the people who paid me $4,000 to come to a class won't even actually use the information. It's between the ears is the hard part. The knowledge, that's trivial. There's a million ways to skin the cat. So I think focusing on psychology is the most important thing you can do.
So what are your thoughts on this? Is that something you can teach people, or is that something that they have to be clear on by themselves?
Both. When I teach the psychology, I actually have a course called the Psychology of Massive Wealth. I think that there's a lot of really useful information in there. And when I teach it to people, you can see the light bulb go on. So I can bring the horse to water, but still that person has to actually do the stuff. So it's a combination. I can jumpstart them, but I can't in the final analysis change their mind. But it's the same thing. I can teach them techniques that make money. I can have them back test the techniques and they see, oh, it makes money. Are you trading it? No. What? We'll trade it. Human psychology screws it up. Trading is a very, very, very easy thing to do. Requires very little knowledge, very little money. It's super easy. We as human beings are the ones that screw it up. We make it hard. So everybody's out there. You go look at a bookshelf and you say 90% of those books are on here's a technique, here's price behavior, here's seasonality, here's whatever it is, a million different techniques. Great. So what? You got to do them. So here's what happens. And maybe you've had this happen in your own life, but everybody before they put the trade on is cool, calm, and collected. Then once they put the trade on, their IQ drops to the same as their shoe size. Okay. And now getting out of a trade, everybody's, oh, getting out of the trade is a hard thing. What are you talking about? You got in the trade because of this technique. Use the same technique to get out. They don't. They override the technique, even though they know that technique is a proven system. They'll screw it up. That's what happens to most traders. They screw it up. The system's fine. Oh no, Courtney, the market makers, they're picking me off. They're stealing from me. Oh, bad luck. I mean, get out of here. There's no luck at the end of a year. No luck. It's 50-50. And by the way, you know why I know the market makers aren't picking off your trades? Because they're too busy picking mine off. No, just joking, just joking. All right, but the point is the hard part is between your ears. It's not the intellectual knowledge. The intellectual knowledge is trivial.